As an intervention specialist working in special education, you'll see students with all kinds of different needs. There will be students who have physical, emotional, or sensory needs, and it will be your job to provide extra support for that in your room. So when you're laying out your intervention support room or your classroom, you will need to make sure, first of all, that all students have accessibility to everything. Accessibility is the most important thing in a special education classroom. As I just said, students will have all kinds of different needs, so you'll need to take those needs into consideration as you're designing your classroom. Pay attention to what students you particularly have that year and how you can best support them. So you'll see in this example on the page, I have alternate seating, I have a comfortable area for sensory breaks, I have more independent tables and more group work tables. There's differences depending on what students need that day and just which things work best for each student. And there was a study done by the University of Washington that showed that changing the lights or layout or colors of the classroom actually made a big difference in the academic success of students with visual or hearing impairments, which will be some of the students that you have in special education. So it's important to also take those things into consideration. And those things not only impact students with visual or hearing impairments, but also students who have sensory needs or those with autism, because it can just overload them, and it's important to take that into consideration, especially when they're coming into your classroom to get extra support. You'll want to make sure that they're comfortable in your room. The next slide, you will see an activity where you will just help place students into different seats based on their needs. And of course, most students will spend a lot of their time in the general education classrooms, and so this is a general education classroom, and you will need to just help figure out with the general education teacher, or if you are the general education teacher, you'll need to assess students' needs and find the best spot for them. So that's what you'll be doing on the next slide. Good luck.